Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. Today I was inspired by my friend Jenaya over at Live 1,000 Lives. I will link Jenaya down below to do the Christmas cookie book tag. This has a whole bunch of different cookies and they each have different prompts with them, so let us jump right in. Number 1, the chocolate chip cookie, the cookie that's comforting in any season. Name an old favorite. For this I chose The Hunger Games because I watched it yesterday with my friend Josie and I just remember every word. And then of course we had Sunrise on the Reaping come out and I thought that was fantastic. And I just love this book. I love this series. I love the franchise. I love it all. It's such a comfort read for me, even though it is so hard to read. And I think that it has really stood the test of time. Dystopians really focus on aspects of the real world that become blown up in these books. And so much of what goes on in the Hunger Games is applicable to our world now. And I just love those books. So, number 2, Biscotti, the cookie that is tough to bite into but totally worth the effort. A book that was difficult for you to get into but you're so glad you stuck through to the end. For this I chose Shark Heart by Emily Hayback. This is a book I read a few months ago and it follows our main character as she is in her first year of marriage, and in this version of the world people can have genetic mutations that make them turn into animals, and our main character's husband realizes that he has the genetic mutation to turn into a great white shark. This book was extremely slow at the start, which is something I came to really appreciate about this book, but it was just very slow and very meandering, and normally I really like that, but it wasn't working for me at the beginning, but I stuck through and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed that book. Very tough to read, especially if you're somebody who has somebody with a sickness or illness or anything in your life that affects them physically. It can be really applied to that, and it was a tough read, but I loved it. Number 3, Sugar Cookies, the cookie that comes in all shapes and sizes. Give a diverse recommendation. So for this I chose That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. This has a black plus size female main character named Cinnamon. And she also, I believe her best friend Bree is also black and is plus size, if I remember correctly. But those books are just so much fun. They are an adventure. Cinnamon is such a fun main character to follow, and those books are just a really good time to basically, I don't know how else to tell you what the book is about besides she gets drunk and she saves a demon's life, and that's it. But it's so fun, and it's a 3-book series, I believe. I've read all 3, really enjoyed all 3. They're just a fun time. Number 4, Peanut Butter Blossoms, the underdog cookie that eventually became a Christmas favorite. Name a character that slowly but surely grew on you. For this, I chose Maisley Donner in the Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm not going to say too much about her, but she definitely was tough for me to root for at the very beginning, but I ended up absolutely loving her, falling for her as a character, and I will always love Maisley Donner, and I love who they casted for her as well in the Sunrise on the Reaping movie. Number 5, Snickerdoodles, the cookie with the name that you can't say without smiling. Name a book that made you smile or laugh. For this, I chose The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walter. This I read this in the summertime because, you know, it has summer in the title, so it just made sense for me. But this is a book that is a romance, and we also follow our character as she is at her like a family wedding, and so all of her friends and family, like extended family, is at this lakeside cottage, and they all are staying in different cabins and stuff, and they are all playing a game of Assassin, which, if you don't know, is a water gun game where basically you get assigned somebody to kill and you shoot them with water and they are out of the game, and it's a secret who you have, so that's why it's called Assassin. And this is something, at least in America, I know we do in a lot of places, at least where I've lived, during senior year of high school, but they did it in this book at a wedding, and it was just so fun, and the characters were so lovable, and it just really made me smile and feel the summer vibes. Number 6, Fruitcake Cookies, the cake that should never have been made into a cookie, a book that you could do without. For this, I chose Night Bitch by Rachel Yoder. This was rough for me. I read the whole thing, but it was definitely rough. I don't know if it's because I'm not a mother that I can't fully, accept this genius of this book, but it just was so depressing. In like, I understand that postpartum depression is a thing and postpartum psychosis is a thing, and some people have said that it was an exploration of those things, which I can see if I think about it, but just reading the book was just really hard. It was constantly our main character talking about how, one, she thinks she's turning into a dog, and two, she hates being a mother. And it was just really hard to read. And so I'm gonna say Night Bitch. Number 7, The Gingerbread House. It's more than just a cookie, it's a masterpiece. The book that has the best writing and or world building. For this, I'm choosing Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I really enjoyed this book. This one follows 2 people who are rivals at a newspaper company, and they are trying to basically become the next columnist, and they are fighting for this column to be the main writer on it. And they slowly fall for each other, but there's also in the background a war going on between gods, which I believe in Rebecca Ross's new book, Wild Reverence, it goes into that story of the gods rather than Iris and I can't think of the other guy's name, the guy's name in that book right now. But I remember thinking, like, I don't ever annotate on my first read through of a book, but I remember reading Divine Rivals and thinking, wow, I'm going to annotate the crap out of this someday, because I loved the writing. So that is my answer for that one. Number 8, Cookies Baked Especially for Santa. Share a book you plan on reading this holiday season. Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. If you have been watching my vlogs, you know I've been really going through that book. I have a little less than halfway to go, and I want to finish it so bad by Christmas. It is a promise that it will be done. Even if it's freaking Christmas Eve and I am staying up to read that book, it will be done. Number 9 and number 10 are not bookish questions, but they are cookie questions. Number 9, what is your favorite holiday cookie? Share the recipe if you can. I really like these orange slice cookies my mother-in-law makes. They have like orange slice zest on them, and they are just so refreshing and yummy. I don't have the recipe, but they're delicious. And number 10, a glass of milk to wash it all down. What is your favorite holiday drink? I freaking love eggnog. I love eggnog, non-alcoholic eggnog. I've never had alcoholic eggnog, so I guess I'm like a fake eggnog stan, but I freaking love just like from the grocery store eggnog. So good. I've already had a carton this year. I finished it in like 2 days because I'm addicted. But yeah, that is the Christmas cookie tag. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. We are almost at 800 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you who has pressed the subscribe button and who has been commenting on my vlogmas videos. I love you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let me know down below. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!